Hey everybody, it's Lauren. I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about my why into becoming a Beachbody coach. It's really important to identify exactly why you are going onto this journey and into this business, because when you lose sight of that, it makes it really hard to keep driving forward, especially when you hear a lot of no's, which does happen. So these videos are awesome, so take them in and develop your own. So I became a Beachbody coach in January of 2013. Started out as just a challenger. I was only in a challenge group for about 2.5 weeks, and then I decided that this is exactly what I wanted to do. It didn't have anything to do with money. It had everything to do with me. I'm going to be totally 100% selfish with you right now. I hated where I was in my life. I had a house, but it was stressful. I'm a single mom. I'm the only person bringing income to my household. I have a daughter who was going to a not so cheap daycare because that's where she had been going, and I needed to keep her there because I fell in love with the place. And so when your childcare and your mortgage are equaling more than what you are making, you are scraping into savings, and it was just it was stressful. And regardless of the money situation, that stress was taking a toll on me mentally and emotionally and physically, with not only my relationships with other people, but my relationship with myself. And the challenge group really kicked me out of that funk, and I needed it. I needed to see that these people who were complete strangers didn't give a fuck about any of the other stuff. They didn't care that I was going through this other stuff. They cared that I came into the group, I held them accountable, I held myself accountable, I posted, and I was uplifting. And I was not forced, I did it because I wanted to, but I felt obligated. I felt like I'm going to let these people down if I don't do that, and I needed it for me. And so I selfishly became a coach because I wanted the accountability that I knew I needed to stick with what I was doing. And I'm so glad that I did, because I have a body I'm happy with, but most importantly, it's internally, I actually genuinely love myself. And 19 months ago, I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't even begin to fathom that. I drank way too much and would never have admitted it. Like, drank as soon as I would get home as a single mom. I know it's scary, and that's what I did. And I couldn't live my life like that anymore. I want to be able to be out and playing with my daughter and doing those things, and I wasn't doing that because I was so unhappy with me. And I became a Beachbody coach, and I realized other people have shit in their life too that sucks, and we have to push through it. And sometimes challenge groups turn into that, into uplifting, motivating things, and then sometimes challenge groups turn into you get your ass downstairs in your basement and do your workouts. And I needed that, and I need it all the time. So I love being in challenge groups. I love running challenge groups. And I did not do Beachbody for the compensation of it. I did it selfishly for me. I did it for the accountability that being a coach provided. And I know it's not one of the typical reasons people become a coach, but I hated who I was. And I can honestly tell you I love who I am now. And I love the role model I am for my daughter. I was nothing. I would not want my daughter to be anything like me 19 months ago. I wouldn't. And I was lying to everybody. I was not being honest. On the surface, what you saw is the same person you're looking at right now. The house, the car, the paying things. But inside, it was ugly. She was not, like, picture like a gremlin ugly. It was bad. So I did it for me, and you find your reason as to why you are going on this journey. And I guarantee you no one's reason is the exact same. And embrace it, and don't get wrapped up in all the extra shit that happens, because when you work it the way you want to work your business will grow. So don't get frustrated, but I think the most important thing I could tell you is revisit your why and think about it, because I have to revisit it all the time. And why did I do this? You get wrapped up in ranking and doing all that, and you forget why you did it. And I did it because I needed that accountability, and I needed to love myself. And I 100% love myself now. So thank you, Beachbody. And thank you to Katie and the Knockout Brigade, because you guys are awesome. So